Do you ever wish you knew exactly what to say to stop an argument before it explodes? Before the shouting starts? Before the door slams? Before someone says something that they can't take back? You know that moment when tension builds fast and you're stuck between fight, flight, or freeze? Whether it's with a partner, coworker, or a total stranger, tense moments can appear out of nowhere and happen fast. And how you respond in the first few seconds can change everything. In this video, you're going to learn exactly what to say and what to avoid saying to de-escalate conflict and protect your relationships, your job, or even your safety. But here's the hard truth. Not every conflict ends with just words. You may have heard about the teenager who stabbed another teenager at a track meet. Horrible tragedy. I'm not going to get into the details. A normal day, a public place, a place that should have brought people together to just compete and celebrate victories. Not a tragedy of a life cut short. One moment of emotion, one reaction that escalated too far, and lives are changed forever. It's a reminder that emotional control isn't just a soft skill. It's survival. These are skills we can all use because no one is immune to tension. Drop a like if you can relate to how quickly tension can escalate. And let's help more people stay in control in tough situations. And no, most people don't walk around looking for a fight, but they do walk around frustrated, overwhelmed, and reactive, especially in today's hyperbolic world. The good news? You don't need years of training to calm a tense situation. You just need a few clear techniques and the right mindset. And that's what this video is about. Practical conflict resolution and de-escalation strategies that you can actually use at work, at home, or in public where it matters most. Let's start with the first strategy because it's the one that most people skip when things get tense about a heated topic. First, validate without agreeing. This doesn't mean you're saying the other person's right. It means you're showing them that they've been heard without giving up your perspective or position. Here's what that sounds like. I can see this really matters to you. You've clearly put a lot of thought into this. It makes sense that you'd feel that way. What you're doing is calming the part of the brain that feels threatened. You're lowering their need to prove their point by showing you're not against them. You're just trying to understand them. And that small shift changes everything. Because when people feel validated, even if just for their emotion, they stop defending and start listening. And here's the kicker. You can do this without ever agreeing with their argument. Validation is not surrender, it's strategy. Second, slow the pace. After you validate their emotion, the next most powerful thing you can do is slow everything down. Why? Because conflict escalates fast. Voices rise, adrenaline kicks in, logic drops out. And when you slow the tone, the timing, and the rhythm of your words, you change the energy in the room. You give people both space to breathe, literally, and emotionally. Here's what that might sound like. Let's just take this a second. I don't want to rush this. I'm hearing you, and I want to make sure I'm understanding this right. I want to respond, not react. Can I take a moment first? You don't have to say much. Even a calm pause paired with steady eye contact and a lower voice can bring the temperature down without saying calm down, which never works anyway. This step gives people a moment to reset and gives you a moment to stay grounded. Third, redirect to a shared focus. Once emotions are acknowledged and the pace is slowed, you have an opportunity. You can steer the conversation away from me versus you toward us versus the problem. This is where you redirect the focus, not with force, but with purpose. Here are some phrases that can do that. What's the best outcome for both of us right now? How do we fix this in a way that feels fair? Can we pause and reset this so we don't lose what actually matters here? These kinds of questions take the heat out of the conflict and replace it with direction. They shift the conversation towards solution building, not scorekeeping. Because in most conflicts, people don't just want to win. Well, sometimes. They want to be respected, understood, and part of the resolution. Redirecting to a shared focus gives them that. Let's say you're in a relationship and your partner says, "You never listen to me when I'm upset." Now, in that moment, your instinct might be to defend yourself. That's not true. I do listen. But if you want to actually connect and de-escalate, here's how the 3 steps could play out. Validate. You're right. This clearly matters to you, and I want to understand. Slow the pace. Let's take a second. I want to hear you without things getting heated. Redirect to shared focus. Can we work this out together? Because I don't want us walking away frustrated. Just like that, you've shifted from defending yourself to working together on the issue. And that's where resolution happens. Some phrases just add fuel to the fire, even if you don't mean them to. That's why I've put together a free downloadable list of common reactions that escalate things and better ways to respond that actually help calm things down. You'll find phrases for relationships, work situations, and even random public interactions because tension can show up anywhere. The link's pinned in the comment and in the description. But for now, here's a quick preview. Instead of saying, "You're overreacting," try, "This clearly means a lot to you." Instead of saying, "That's not what I said," try, "Let me try saying it a different way." Instead of saying, "You always do this," try saying, "Let's focus on what's happening right now." Instead of saying, "Whatever," try this. "Can we hit pause and come back to this when we're both clear?" Instead of saying, "You don't get it," try, "Let's figure this out together." These aren't magic words, but they are better tools. They help you stay in control, cool the heat, and steer things toward a real solution. Now, here's something that many people probably don't even think about. What to do when you're the one escalating. Let's be real. Sometimes you're the one who's fired up. You're tired, you're stressed, someone pushes the wrong button, and you feel it. The heat, the edge in your voice, that tension in your chest. And if you don't catch it early, you'll say something you didn't mean or shut down completely. So here's 3 more things you can do when you feel yourself escalating. Call it out. Just say it out loud or say it loudly in your head. "I'm feeling worked up." This is hitting a nerve. Calling it out gives you just enough space between the feeling and the reaction. Pause the pattern. Say something like, "Can I take 30 seconds to cool off before we keep going? Give me a second. I want to handle this right." Not react to it. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you someone who's in control of their response. And a third, return with intention. Come back to the conversation with something like, "Okay, look, I really want to solve this, not argue through it. Thanks for giving me a minute. Let's figure this out." This is how people trust you more, not less. Being able to regulate your own emotions is one of the most powerful things you can do in any relationship. Look, conflict isn't always a choice, but escalation is. Whether it's with a partner, a friend, a coworker, or even a total stranger, you have more influence than you think, but you have to be prepared to respond and not just react. Remember to do these things. Validate without agreeing, slow the pace, redirect to a shared focus, and check your own temperature too. These aren't just soft skills, they're survival skills for your relationships, for your career, for your peace of mind, and perhaps for your life. The more you practice, the more natural they become. And honestly, once you start using these, you're going to start to wonder why nobody taught you this while you were in grade school. If you're ready to go even deeper and learn how to stay calm under pressure, especially when dealing with difficult people, watch this video next. It could change the way you handle every heated moment from here on out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you online soon.